Hey there everyone, and welcome to The Mindful Musician. On this channel we explore the strategies and tools that help us become more aware of our inner world as musicians and guitarists and constantly evolve into the best version of ourselves. If you're new here, my name is Cosmin. I'm a musician, professional educator, and martial artist from Bucharest, Romania, and today I'm bringing up a topic that has been debated for quite some time before the arrival of the internet and especially after it. Why should I learn music theory and how does it actually help me? I'm sure there are a lot of videos on this topic already, but since I'm also sure a lot of you are still pondering upon the answer to this question, I wanted to help make things really clear, so let's get to work. In my work with people, I get a lot of this. I don't need to learn music theory because I feel the music, and if I learn music theory, I won't feel the music anymore. I will lose my creative spirit. I will play like a robot. Will you tell me that the great blues players knew theory? I'm sure they didn't. That's why they had a soul. It's funny how people think that gaining something automatically involves losing something else in particular. Yes, there is always a price to pay, but this time, this is not the case. Let's make the following analogy. What if music was taught as a foreign language? When you were young, you learned by imitation, and in a few years you could make yourself pretty easily understood using that language. Then the more books you read and the more you think, communicate, and write in that particular language, the better you become at using it. You might also find yourself learning it in school if it happens to be your native language or a foreign language taught at your school. Now, as you grow into a teenager and then into a young adult, you find yourself capable of communicating and writing down your thoughts in more and more complex situations, further using that language. You know it and it slowly becomes effortless. Now, I'm asking you, why should music be any different? If you haven't already, please take some time to watch my video on how beliefs influence our lives as musicians and human beings. In this video, I describe all the truths that we have borrowed from either family, friends, society, or unpleasant occurrences, limiting what is actually possible for us. Now, take a moment and notice if the question, why should I learn music theory and how does it actually help me, comes from a place of honest curiosity within your mind, or from a place in which you just search for an answer that will only provide means to dismiss it. Be honest with what you notice. Furthermore, I want to clarify another misconception. Music theory is not sight reading. You can ace music theory without being able to sight read whatsoever. A few years ago, I would sometimes have new students telling me that they have 5 or 6 years of classical guitar lessons, and whenever I asked them what notions of music theory they have already learned and used, they told me that they have been taught how to read music, but not how music actually works. So reading music is a great skill, and if you want to do it, you have the time and you know why you're doing it, that's totally awesome. Go ahead. But in my opinion, there are only 2 situations in which sight reading is completely mandatory. 1, when you perform as a classical musician or as a pit musician in a Broadway musical, or 2, when you're a musical gun for hire, a mercenary, working for a studio, and an artist might come in and ask you to record his song, written on sheet music of course, in let's say 1 or 2 hours. You need to be able to read, interpret, and record in the allotted time slot. Music theory is actually a set of logical principles that give us the means to consciously use musical notes and rests based on time, which is rhythm, and space, which is pitches and the relationships between them. Once you know the rules, you can obviously start breaking them, but before anything else, here are the pros of learning music theory. 1, you will understand how music works. 2, you will recognize what's being played in the songs you like just by listening. 3, you will be able to communicate with other people in a common language and make your ideas easily understood. 4, you will be able to understand what it is that you're hearing in your imagination. 5. You will be able to develop your musical ideas because theory gives you options whenever you are feeling uninspired. And you will have the means to search for, let's say, a new concept, understand it, learn it, and then create something musical with it. And 6, you will level up as a guitar teacher. If I'd sum things up in just 2 words, it would be options and flexibility. The cons, let's see. It takes time and effort. But then again, what doesn't? Everything does. It's just that in the case of theory, there is not such a high degree of instant gratification, and you should be aware of that. If you want to make this process a little easier, give your mind what it wants by learning how to play a song you like. You obviously enjoy that. And then pay attention to the theory principles that you can recognize within what you have just learned. It's not only a fun way to do it, but it also integrates many important elements. You will obviously strengthen your theory knowledge. You will get to see theory applied within a real musical situation. You will get to expand your vocabulary by consciously choosing to use elements that have been used in the song you learn and in your own music now that you have figured out how they actually work. You can help others understand when it's your turn to teach them. So the more you learn and use what you learn, because knowledge becomes power only and only through practice, the better you will become as a guitarist and as a musician. Helping you achieve that is my mission here at the Mindful Musician by providing you with the right tools to learn and apply music theory in your own musical reality. So if this video has inspired you, know that I have created a PDF file containing the most important theory principles to get you exploring, which is absolutely free for you to download using the link in the text description below. Also, please make sure to, smash that like button, the notification bell, and also subscribe to our channel as it helps us grow and provide more valuable content for you. Thanks so much for watching and supporting us, and I will see you in the next video.